it doesn't serve the business and it doesn't serve the kids and the athletes, then we're doing them a huge disservice.
You can't use boxing to say I didn't do good in school or not to be at work all the time. Boxing is just a part of your life right now. You can't use it as an excuse not to do well in the other parts of your life. If you come in here with the right attitude and you make this important to you, then you can expect the coaches to work really hard for you. Be coachable, be ready to be taught. Nobody likes to work with headaches, so come in here ready to go.
Where's your jab at? Well, you seem to be upset every time I say something to you. Are you upset?
No.
Then do it. Then do it.
Be on time for everything.
And then it's your fault if someone else's stuff. You have to take ownership of everything, and that's just in order to remove that of you, in order to remove that label of you, you can never let it happen. It will always be your fault. You will be that guy forever if it ever happens, because that's the way you've always been.
If it's important to you, you will find a way to be here on time.
That's exactly how you live your life. Half done, half-assed. No accountability. Bang, bang, to hook you over from the water. Where's the next shot, man? Hey, Will. You can't throw punches like that, man. You come back to get better,
Right.
and you do the same shit you did last time that made you get disappointed when you quit, right? Either get better or get out. What's the purpose? Fight properly, elbows to the ground, hands up, punches and punches. Stop doing this. You're in here trying to show us that be like the big ego thing. You're either going to get better or you're just going to be, a year from now, we'll have the same conversation we had the other day. Okay? Go back to your fundamentals and improve. Leave it out there, Freddie. Leave it out there. He's going to try and counter two over top of you. I mean, if we get beat, we get beat. But you didn't get beat, you gave it to him. You know, no disrespect to him, but you were better than him, more skilled than him, right? But you didn't follow through. That's all right. That's all right. We got stuff coming up. No. Don't do all that. It's Jeff. Block it or slip it. Okay, we don't want to slip like this. Right? Look how far away we are. We want to slip like that. Right? Now I can counter. I got some options. Here I don't have a lot of options. Okay? Okay.
I give instructions, and y'all tell me yes, but you still don't follow through. I'm not going to pinpoint anyone out at the moment, but if you just do what I tell you, I try to give you 2 or 3 simple things. The difference, like, I'm really good at observing fundamental things. Coach is more about the nuances of it. He sees his eyesight. He sees the nuances better than I do. I see a lot of basic fundamental things, reminder type of things, and you all don't follow through.
Coach is like, see, he sees what you don't see. He sees what you don't feel. That's why he's giving you tips. That's why he's telling you what to do, but you ain't listening. And then you just keep falling into that same trap, and then you just set yourself up. He's literally giving it to you on a platter. Fall right into it and go to work. Pay attention. You gotta develop a coaching's ear. You're right? You gotta be able to understand who's in your corner when it's not the 1 minute. All right? You gotta do that.
And then the guys that beat you, we learn from. We learn from it, right? We take it, we eat that loss, right? And we get better. We come out on the other side better, right? You can't lose a fight because we're tired. You can't lose a fight because we're sloppy and we get out of our boxing brain and it turns into a brawl and your technique and your fundamentals, right? That's not for us. You can eliminate most losses by doing the fundamental organizing principles every single fight. Out volume the guy, out fundamentals the guy, out condition the guy, right? You'll win most of your fights. And then from there you learn, and that's where your boxing IQ develops. Your creativity develops. It's not that complicated.
You can't, like, when you don't record these moments, right? You can't remake history. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And guess who gets to write it? The winners. So unfortunately right now on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all these social platforms, the losers of the world are writing the war stories. That's true. The worst fighters, the worst trainers, the worst coaches are the writers and the authors to our history of boxing and life that we're trying to teach. And that's where the next generation then builds off of it. And that's a problem. That's an absolute problem.
Oftentimes the challenge is it's hard to have two guys coach 110 kids. It's hard to organize it in a way that we have the time to do the work that needs to get done and still serve the kids. A lot of coaches in boxing, they don't take the time to learn the sport. Don't have to be, but they can take the time to learn the sport. They don't want to do that. And when you try and teach them, they disappear in a month or 2 months because it's hard.
It takes time.
It takes time. It takes 5 years, and they don't want to do that.
Hey, listen, we do enough charity and philanthropic work, us three, in our entire lives, and not even in this gym, just the way we are as humans. And I know I do, I know Bruce does, I know you do, and regarding serving people. We can't do that in here because it doesn't serve the kids, actually. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're asking, like, well, who are you serving? The wrong person. And I'm not okay with that. If it doesn't serve the business and it doesn't serve the kids and the athletes, then we're doing them a huge disservice. And that disservice makes our job not only harder, but it actually creates liability in here. So we have to look at that and understand, like, hey, there's a responsibility we have on both ends to the business, the athletes, and the program. It's our job. It's a win or a loss, right? We all take L's, but we don't want to take an L and not make adjustment the next week, right? That means you're just a bad coach.
Yeah.